Hey everybody, I got this request to do this video, so here we go. Nathan wants to know how do I create my inventory list, so I'm going to try to explain it the best way I know how. This is a snapshot of what today's contract looked like after I met with a client. Usually my clients will name the types of mixed drinks that they want me to make, but this client did the opposite and just decided to give me the names of alcohol, like which bottles and brands they were gonna be having. From there I decided to make a menu based off of the different bottles and brands that she had listed. The Hennessy apple always comes to mind whenever I see Hennessy as inventory. Not sure if anyone knows this, but Ciroc just came out with their new summer colada. It just came out in April 2017, so I had to look up a few recipes on there, and I found one that was quite simple that is going to play out very well. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm separating all of the drinks by types of drinks, like the cups that they go into, and kind of like the juices and mixes that go into them as well. I separate them all onto the left side of the screen, and this of course is for 180 to 200 guests. So I'm putting the amount of ice that I'm thinking that I'm going to be needing for this event. Like I said, the names of the drinks are on the left hand side. Lime Love is the one that I'm going to be using the Ciroc Summer Colada vodka with. And then I'm trying to just list all the alcohols that are going to go into them first. So I'm going with the Grey Goose vodka. I'm just looking at all the drinks on the left hand side, seeing which ones have vodka in them, and still trying not to forget the different brands that she wants me to include. So now I'm taking all of the alcohol. So I've got tequila, the Tequila Sunrise. She has 2 different tequilas listed on that list previously, so she wanted the Patron, the 1800 tequila. You guys can always go back in the video and look at that list or write them down. And then there's the Blue Margarita, Lime Margarita are also going to have the tequila. That's all I'm showing right here. And then she wants the Captain and Coke, so that's a spiced rum. Now we're moving on to the other drinks and trying to figure out what other alcohol I'm still missing that's going to go into them. So that's the Hennessy, the Cognac Hennessy for the Henny Apple, and then we got the Lime Love. The Lime Love I'm not so familiar with, so I have to check up again. I'm going to need pineapple juice and like some type of like a Sprite. I always use 7-Up, but I'm starting to list all the juices first before I list sodas. I like to kind of keep everything in categories, I guess you can say. So that was the apple juice for the apple Henny, and then the orange juice for the Sex on the Beach, and then we're going to need cranberry juice for the Sex on the Beach as well. The orange juice is also going to go into the Tequila Sunrise. Now I'm just trying to make sure that there's no more juice that I've left out. And right here I notice I need my sweet and sour for my margaritas. So of course I'm going to add that in. Alright, next we're going to add our Pina Colada mix. That's going to be for our Pina Colada and our Blue Hawaiian. Okay, now we're on to our sodas. We're going to get our Coke for our Captain and Coke. And then we're going to get our 7-Up for our Lime Love. I like to use 7-Up, not Sprite. I find Sprite a little too sweet. And then our Peach Schnapps for our Sex on the Beach. And then our Triple Sec for, of course, our margaritas. And then we're gonna want some Blue Curacao for our Blue Hawaiian and our Blue Margaritas as well. Alright, now we're going to need our syrups, which is our grenadine, and of course that's going to be for our Tequila Sunrise, and our Roses lime juice. that is going to be for our margaritas. Okay, now I'm going back over. I'm looking at the lime love, making sure we have all the ingredients, our Ciroc Summer Colada, the pineapple juice, and the 7-Up. And then we have the Captain and Coke. And then we're gonna have the Hennessy and apple juice. And then your sweet and sour mix, triple sec, roses lime juice for your margaritas. Kind of jumping around. Pina colada and then I noticed right here that I have not added the Malibu rum, and it was on the list before, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. I like to go over all of them just to make sure, but sometimes I do end up not catching 1 or 2 bottles or something, and I have to text the client. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm just deleting all of the other categories of drinks that I'm not gonna need on the list, and then I'm gonna start putting garnish inventory. Pineapples for the pina coladas and the hot summer coladas, or whatever, Ciroc summer coladas. And then stemmed maraschino cherries, always stemmed. Of course, for the Hennessy and apple juice, I like to use Granny Smith apples. Garnishes are everybody's, it's a preference on how extensive you want your garnish list to be. Okay people, so I kinda had some trouble right here with the formatting, so I kinda just wanted to make this video a little shorter, and I edited that out, but I go over it real quick once through, just so that you guys can see where I'm at. Okay, so right here we're gonna get into estimating how much alcohol and juices and mixers we're gonna need based off of how many guests are gonna be at the event, which are 180 to 200 guests. So right here I'm trying to kind of estimate based off of my own knowledge of just doing this for a while now, and the bottles that I'm putting right here, like the quantity of bottles, I'm thinking of like the 1 liter bottles or the 750 milliliter bottles, more like a standard size bottle of alcohol. And then from there I'm just trying to add the amount of juices and everything that I'm thinking I'm going to be needing to mix with all of that alcohol. I might eventually go back later and change it, but for the most part I think I'm pretty good with this. Okay, so when it comes to the juices, I know I just put the number of bottles or whatever, but when it comes to those bottles of juices, I'm thinking more like the 64-ounce bottles, or even like the cans of pineapple juice, because obviously you're gonna need more juice when it comes to like compared to the alcohol, because when you're mixing you want to kind of mask the taste of the alcohol so that it actually tastes good. So yeah, gonna be more juice than alcohol. And when it comes to sodas, I cannot stress this enough, it's always better to get them in cans. If you can find them in 12-ounce cans, it's gonna be better, because you're gonna have fresher soda. Like, instead of pouring out of the same 2 liter all night, the soda's just gonna hold its fizz a lot better. And then when it comes to your grenadine and roses lime juice, it's syrup. So yeah, syrup is just, I mean, you don't need too much of it. A little bit goes a long way. Now right here, just continuing with the other flavored liqueurs. Those two, they're really sweet, and you don't really use as much, but I mean, they are really vital to the taste of your drinks. So make sure you have enough. And then yeah, sometimes I was getting these wrong for a while, but yeah, garnishes, you want to have enough of garnishes as well. So I'm just trying to estimate for this one. I'm not always spot on with garnishes, but I try. And actually for this one, I probably should have added Spanish olives, just because I do get those clients that actually they love to have the Spanish olives in their margarita on the rocks. Something about that, people love them. Try it. If you haven't tried it, try Spanish olives inside your margarita on the rocks. Well, that's about it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please hit that like button, and please remember to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Thank you, and bye-bye.